The first time the water closed over my head, it felt like every mistake I had ever made was pulling me down with it, cold and heavy, as if the pool itself knew I was swimming for more than pride, more than a reckless promise, more than a reward that sounded scandalous on the surface but hid something far deeper underneath. Before this story carries you any further, pause for a moment. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet courage it takes to change your life when no one is watching, please like this video, comment your thoughts, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel, The Kindness Chronicles, so these stories can keep reaching hearts that need them. I had never planned to challenge my boss to anything, least of all a swim that carried so much weight. I was the kind of employee people overlooked, the one who arrived early, left late, and kept their head down because life had taught them that attention often came with consequences. My boss, on the other hand, seemed carved from confidence, someone who moved through the world as if it owed her nothing and she owed it even less. She was known for pushing people, for testing boundaries, for dangling rewards like bright coins just out of reach. When she proposed the challenge, it wasn't playful. It was sharp, almost dismissive, as if she assumed I would back down. The reward she offered sounded like a joke to everyone else, a rumor waiting to happen, but for me it was never about that. When I said I wanted more, what I meant was that I wanted dignity, recognition, and proof that I was capable of rewriting the story I had been stuck in for years. The pool where it happened was part of an aging sports complex on the edge of town, the kind of place that smelled faintly of chlorine and old dreams. The water reflected the ceiling lights in trembling patterns, and standing at the edge, I felt exposed in a way I hadn't felt since childhood. My body carried the marks of long hours and quiet sacrifices, not the sculpted ease of someone who trained for sport. Fear crept in, whispering that I didn't belong there, that this was another setup designed to remind me of my place. Yet beneath that fear was something stubborn and steady, a refusal to step back into the shadows again. As I dove in, the world narrowed to breath and movement. Each stroke was a conversation with my past, with the nights I'd gone to sleep wondering if effort ever truly paid off. My boss swam with precision, every motion practiced, and for a moment doubt flared so brightly it nearly blinded me. But then something shifted. I stopped watching her and started listening to myself, to the rhythm of my arms, the burn in my lungs, the quiet promise I had made to never underestimate my own strength again. The water no longer felt like an enemy. It felt like a witness. Halfway through, exhaustion hit like a wall. My muscles screamed, my vision blurred, and old habits begged me to slow down, to settle for less. That was when I realized the real challenge had never been the swim or the reward attached to it. It was the choice between staying small or daring to finish something that scared me. I pushed through the pain not because I thought I would win, but because quitting would have meant confirming every doubt I'd ever had about myself. When I reached the end, I touched the wall and stayed there, chest heaving, unsure of the outcome but certain of one thing. I had crossed a line that mattered. My boss arrived moments later, surprise etched into her posture. There was no celebration, no dramatic announcement, just a long, quiet moment where something unspoken passed between us. In that silence, I understood that I had already claimed what I truly wanted. Respect is not given through bargains, it is earned through resolve. The days that followed were different in subtle ways. My work was seen, not just glanced at. Opportunities appeared that had never been offered before. My boss no longer tested me with games but challenged me with trust, assigning responsibilities that signaled belief rather than dominance. Whatever she had expected from that swim, it wasn't this outcome, and whatever rumors might have circled, the truth was far more powerful. I had asked for more, and more had arrived in the form of growth. What stayed with me most was not the shift at work but the change inside. I walked taller, spoke clearer, and stopped apologizing for existing. The water had washed something away, leaving behind a version of myself I could finally recognize. I learned that sometimes people offer rewards thinking they control the terms, not realizing that the bravest response is to redefine what winning actually means. As this story moves toward its end, If it touched your heart or reminded you of a moment when you chose courage over comfort, please take a second to like this video, share it, and leave a comment. Your engagement keeps stories like this alive and helps others feel less alone in their struggles. Before we close, I have one special request. In the comments, write this line so we know you were here and felt it too: I chose more. Let it be a promise to yourself, just as it was for me, a quiet declaration that you deserve more than fear, more than silence, more than the limits others place on you.